Hello dear students, this is Kanza Salim, your English teacher. Today we are going to continue with the last lesson from your Flamingo book. I hope you remember that in the previous video, we discussed that little Franz, he was going to his school and he was hurrying up for his school. But on the way at the town hall, he saw that some people were standing and they asked him that there is plenty of time, no need to hurry. But all out of breath, he reached his school's garden. And when he reached his school, he found that the things were different. Now let's go through the lesson now. Usually when school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street. The opening and closing of desks, lessons repeated in unison, very loud with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler ramping on the table. So what used to happen, that usually when he used to go to school, when he used to reach school, then what was the scene, that there was a lot of noise could be heard, the opening and closing of the desk, students repeating their lessons in unison, means repeating their lessons together. It was so loud that they had to put their hands on their ears to understand it properly, and teacher ramping his ruler. So it was very usual. But now it was all so still. I had counted on the commotion to get to my desk without being seen. But of course, that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. So what the little Franz is saying, he's saying that but now that day it was all very quiet. It was not, the things were not the same as they used to be earlier. Like earlier he used to quietly sit on the table, on his desk, and no one could get to know when he used to get late. But of course that day, it was a very different day. Everything was as quiet as Sunday morning. Okay, so there was no sound at all. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their places. So through the window, he could see that his classmates were already sitting at their desks. They were already in their places. And M. Hamel, his teacher, walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. He was carrying his terrible iron ruler. His teacher, M. Hamel, he was walking up and down the class. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. So he was very scared because he was late, and students, they had already taken his classmates, they had already taken their seats, and M. Hamel, his teacher, he was moving up and down the class. He had to enter the class in front of everyone. You can imagine how blushed and how frightened I was. So he's saying that you can imagine that how blushed, he was blushing with fear, how blushed and how frightened I was. He's saying that he was very frightened, but nothing happened. So very strange that though he was late, but nothing happened. M. Hamel saw me and said very kindly, "Go to your place quickly, little Franz. We were beginning without you." So what M. Hamel said, he didn't scold him that day. Rather what he said that, "Go to your place quickly, little Franz." He is just saying go to your place quickly without wasting time. "We were beginning without you." हम तुम्हारे बिना ही start करने वाले थे. I jumped over the bench and sat down at my desk. Not till then, when I had got a little over my fright, did I see that our teacher had on his beautiful green coat, his frilled shirt, and a little black silk cap. all embroidered, that he never wore except on inspection and prize days. So he was so afraid, so much frightened, that he didn't even notice what his teacher M. Hemmel was wearing. When he got down on his place, when he got over his when he got over his fright, then he noticed that his teacher, he was wearing his beautiful green coat, frilled shirt, and a little black silk cap, all embroidered. So he was wearing some special clothes which he never used to wear in usual days. Rather, he used to wear them on special days like inspection days or some prize distribution days. So there was something different. Besides, the whole school seemed so strange and solemn, serious. But the thing that surprised me most was to see. What thing surprised him most? On the back benches that were always empty, the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. So what thing surprised little Franz most? That the back benches which used to be always empty, always vacant, there in a very serious mood, all the villagers were sitting. The village people sitting quietly like ourselves. हमारी तरह village people भी बैठे हुए थे. Old Hauser with his 3-cornered hat, the former mayor, the former postmaster, and several others besides. So old Hauser बैठे थे अपनी वो 3 corner वाली कैप लगा के. फॉर्मर मेयर, पुराने मेयर भी बैठे थे, फॉर्मर पोस्ट मास्टर एंड सेवरल अदर्स बिसाइड, और भी बहुत सारे उनके पास में बैठे हुए थे. एवरीबडी लुक्ड सैड एंड हाउजर हैड ब्रॉट एन ओल्ड प्राइमर, एज यू कैन सी इन द पिक्चर, thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. So his spectacles were lying on the pages. He kept that on his lap, on his knees. While I was wondering about it all, M. Hemmel mounted his chair. So अभी वो ये सब देख के हैरान ही हो रहा था. He was trying to understand what is happening, what is the matter. M. Hemmel, his teacher, he mounted his chair, and in the same grave and gentle tone, grave in serious and gentle tone, which he had used to me, said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive." So little Franz, he was still trying to understand what was why the things were so strange, what happened. When he was still trying to understand, his teacher M. Hemmel mounted his chair. He sat on his chair, and in the very same grave and gentle tone, in a very same serious and gentle tone, he said that he addressed children, "My children." He told that this was the last lesson, and there were orders from Berlin that only German will be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, and new master would come the next day, tomorrow. What a thunderclap these words were to me. So little Franz is saying that these words, they were a thunderclap for him. They were these words, they really touched him. Oh, the wretches! He's feeling really bad. What was that? That was what they had put up at the town hall. Now he's telling, oh, That was what they had put at the town hall. Oh, तो ये लगाया था उन्होंने टाउन हॉल पे आज नोटिस. My last French lesson? Why? I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn anymore. I must stop there then. Oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lessons, for seeking birds' eggs or going sliding on the Saar. So what he's saying that now he's feeling sorry कि अभी तो मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता, अभी तो मैं ठीक से लिख भी नहीं पाता हूँ, अभी तो मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता और अब मैं आगे पढ़ भी नहीं पाऊंगा. Must stop there then. ओह हाउ सॉरी. अब वो सॉरी फील कर रहा है, अब उसे रिग्रेट फील हो रहा है कि मैंने अपना सारा टाइम लेसन्स लर्न करने की जगह बर्ड्स के एग्स देखने में बिता दिया और सार में मैंने स्लाइड करा, रिवर सार में. बुक्स दैट seemed such a nuisance a while ago. वो जो बुक्स उसको बिल्कुल बकवास लग रही थी अभी थोड़ी देर पहले. So heavy to carry. My grammar and my history of the saints were old friends now that I couldn't give up. और वो जो उसकी ग्रामर और जो हिस्ट्री थी वो अब उसको अपने ओल्ड फ्रेंड्स लग रहे थे, वो जो अब नहीं गिव अप कर सकता, जिन्हें अब वो नहीं छोड़ सकता. And M. Hamel too, the idea that he was going away, that I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. So he's saying that अब जब मुझे ये सब पता चला है तो मुझे M. Hamel के लिए मेरे अंदर एक अलग फीलिंग्स आ गई हैं. I don't want to miss him now. अब जब मैं उन्हें दोबारा नहीं देख पाऊंगा, अब मैं उनका सारा वो स्ट्रिक्टनेस, उनका रूलर, हाउ क्रैंकी ही वॉज, ये सारी चीज़ें मेरे लिए अब कोई भी ये सब चीज़ें मैं भूल गया. एंड व्हाट ही सेइंग दैट ही रियली लव्स हिम. Poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes. बेचारा आदमी, poor man. तो वो इसलिए इस लास्ट लेसन के ऑनर में उन्होंने इतने फाइन संडे क्लोथ्स पहने हैं. एंड नाउ आई अंडरस्टूड व्हाई द ओल्ड मैन ऑफ द विलेज वाज सिटिंग देयर इन द बैक ऑफ द रूम. अब मुझे समझ में आया कि वो जो पूरा ओल्ड मैन है विलेज के, वो क्यों पीछे आके बैठे हैं बैक बेंचेस पे. इट वॉज बिकॉज दे वर सॉरी टू, क्योंकि अब उन्हें भी रिपेंड हो रहा है, उन्हें भी सॉरी फील हो रहा है दैट दे हैड नॉट गॉन टू स्कूल मोर. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. और ये उनका वे है बताने का, जताने का कि उनकी रिस्पेक्ट शो करने का वे है that they love their country, they have respect for their country, और उस कंट्री के लिए जो अब और उनकी नहीं रही. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. अभी मैं इस सब में पजल था, अभी मैं यही सब सोच रहा था, एकदम से मैंने मेरा अपना नाम सुना कि किसी ने मुझे बुलाया, कॉल करा. It was my turn to recite. मेरी टर्न आ गई थी रिसाइट करने की. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participles all through, very loud and clear and without one mistake. So अभी वो क्या सोच रहा है, वो चाहता है कि वो बिल्कुल लाउड एंड क्लियर अच्छे से विदाउट एनी मिस्टेक वो रूल ऑफ पार्टिसिपल्स सुना दे. ठीक है, बट आई गॉट मिक्स्ड अप द फर्स्ट वर्ड्स and stood there holding on to my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. लेकिन क्या हुआ, अब जब उसने कभी पढ़ा ही नहीं तो अब लास्ट डे में कैसे वो कर लेगा. सो ही रियली गॉट मिक्स्ड अप, पहले ही वर्ड में मिक्स्ड अप हो गया, वो बहुत डर गया. अपनी डेस्क उसने कसके से पकड़ी हुई है, उसका हार्ट बहुत तेज बीट कर रहा है, हिम्मत नहीं है कि वो अपना फेस उठा के ऊपर देख ले. I heard M. Hamel say to me. अब M. Hamel उससे क्या कर रहा है? I won't scold you little Franz. You must feel bad enough. मैं आज तुम्हें नहीं डांटूंगा, तुम्हें खुद ही बुरा लग रहा होगा. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, I've plenty of time, I'll learn it tomorrow. And now you see we have come now, where we have come out. रोज हम कल के लिए स्टडीज टाल देते हैं ना, कल कर लेंगे, we'll do it tomorrow. But see, देखो कहाँ आके खड़े हो गए हम, है ना. That's the great trouble with Elsek. यही प्रॉब्लम है एल्सेक के साथ. She puts off learning till tomorrow. What M. Hamel is saying कि एल्सेक के लोगों के साथ यही प्रॉब्लम है कि वो लर्निंग को, पढ़ाई को कल के लिए टाल देते हैं. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchman and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language, but you are not the worst. Poor little France. तो वो क्या कह रहा है कि एम हेमेल से देखो, अब उनके पास पूरा राइट है उनको कहने का ना कि ऐसे कैसे कि तुम अपने आप को फ्रेंच बताते हो, ना लिख सकते ना बोल सकते, ऐसे कैसे फ्रेंचमैन हो. लेकिन ये सिर्फ तुम्हारी गलती नहीं है फ्रांस. वी हैव ऑल अ ग्रेट डील टू रिप्रोच आवरसेल्व्स विद. हम सबकी मिस्टेक है, हम सबको देखना चाहिए था. आवर पेरेंट्स वर नॉट anxious enough to have you learn. So your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. तुम्हारे जो पेरेंट्स थे वो भी इतने anxious नहीं थे, इतने excited नहीं थे कि वो तुम्हें पढ़ाई करने भेजते. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at the mills. उन्होंने क्या प्रेफर करा कि वो फार्म पे भेज दें, मिल पे भेज दें, so as to have a little more money, थोड़ा सा पैसा और कमा ले. And I अपने आप को भी ब्लेम कर रहे हैं एम हेमेल. एंड आई हैव बीन टू ब्लेम ऑल्सो. मुझे अपने आप को भी ब्लेम करना चाहिए. हैव आई नॉट ऑफन सेंट यू टू वाटर माई फ्लावर्स इंस्टेड ऑफ लर्निंग योर लेसन्स. क्या मैंने तुम्हें अक्सर पानी डालने नहीं भेज दिया अपने फ्लावर्स में. एंड व्हेन आई वांटेड टू गो फिशिंग, डिड आई नॉट जस्ट गिव यू अ हॉलीडे. जब मुझे फिशिंग करने जाना था, क्या मैंने तुम लोग को हॉलीडे नहीं दिया. सो एम हेमेल द टीचर, ही इज ब्लेमिंग हिमसेल्फ ऑल्सो. Then from one thing to another, M. Hamel went on talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest and the most logical. So क्या कह रहे हैं एम हेमेल, एक के बाद एक चीज़ें बता रहे हैं और बता रहे हैं कि फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज वर्ल्ड की मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज है, सबसे ज़्यादा क्लियर, सबसे ज़्यादा लॉजिकल. दैट वी मस्ट गार्ड इट अमंग अस. हमें इसको अपने अंदर गार्ड करना चाहिए एंड नेवर फॉरगेट इट. हमें अपनी लैंग्वेज को, अपनी फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज को कभी भी भूलना नहीं चाहिए. बिकॉज व्हेन अ पीपल आर एनस्लेव्ड, क्यों क्या बता रहे वो कि जब कोई भी कंट्री एनस्लेव होती है, जब कोई भी पीपल एनस्लेव्ड होते हैं, एज लॉन्ग एज दे होल्ड फास्ट टू देयर लैंग्वेज, जब तक वो अपनी लैंग्वेज पे होल्ड फास्ट करे रहते हैं, इट इज एज इफ दे हैड द की टू द प्रिजन. ऐसा है कि जैसे उनके पास प्रिजन की है और वो बाहर निकल सकते हैं. Then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. फिर उन्होंने अपना ग्रामर उठाई और हमें ग्रामर के लेसन्स पढ़ाए और ऐसा लग रहा था आज तो हमें सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है. All he said seemed to so easy. I think too that I had never listened so carefully and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. जैसे हमारे साथ होता है ना, एग्जाम में जाने से पहले वो जो 11th आवर पे हम स्टडीज़ करते हैं, ऐसा लगता है अभी तो सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है, पूरे साल नहीं आता, बट वो एग्जाम से जाने से पहले जो हम पढ़ते हैं. सेम थिंग हैपेंड विद फ्रांस कि वो जो लास्ट लेसन है उसमें उसे सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है और वो सोच रहा है कि इससे पहले मैंने कभी इतने ध्यान से नहीं पढ़ा या शायद हमारे टीचर ने भी इतने अच्छे से नहीं एक्सप्लेन करा. इट सीम्ड ऑलमोस्ट एज इफ द पुअर मैन वांटेड टू गिव अस ऑल ही न्यू बिफोर गोइंग अवे एंड पुट इट ऑल इनटू आवर हेड्स एट वन स्ट्रोक. ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो जो पुअर बेचारा आदमी है, मीन्स मिस्टर एम हेमेल, वो जाने से पहले हमें जितनी नॉलेज है वो सब हमें देना चाहता है, एक ही बार में सारी नॉलेज हमारे अंदर डाल देना चाहते हैं वो. After the grammar, he had a lesson in writing. Grammar के lesson के बाद कुछ लिखने का काम था. That day, M. Hamel had new copies for us. उस दिन हमारे लिए new copies लाए थे. Written in a beautiful round hand. Franz Alsek, Franz Alsek. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the classroom, hung from the rod at the top of our desks. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was the scratching of pen over the paper. So what he is saying, he is describing the situation कि कैसे बिल्कुल शांति थी. ऐसा लग रहा था फ्रांस एल्सेक इसके झंडे लहरा रहे पूरे रूम में, और सब लोग बिल्कुल शांति से सिर्फ पढ़ रहे थे, लिख रहे थे, और सिर्फ पेन की आवाज़ आ रही थी लिखने की. Once some beetle flew in. एक बार जब लिख रहे थे हम लोग तब एक बीटल भी अंदर आ गई. But nobody paid any attention to them. Not even the littlest ones who worked right on tracing their fish hooks as if that was French too. On the roof, the pigeons cooed very low, and I thought to myself, will they make them sing in German? Even the pigeons. क्या सोचा उसने कि क्या ये लोग पिजियंस को भी, एक पिजियन था वहाँ पर जो विंडो पे ऊपर बोल रहा था. सो लिटिल फ्रांस, व्हाट इज ही थिंकिंग, क्या ये लोग इस पिजियन को भी जर्मन में ही बुलवाएंगे, अब इसको फ्रांस में नहीं बोलने देंगे. मीन्स ही वांट टू से दैट क्या ये लोग इतने स्ट्रिक्ट हैं कि हमें बिल्कुल हमारी फ्रांस से दूर कर देंगे, हमारी मदर टंग से दूर कर देंगे, हमारी फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज से दूर कर देंगे, हमारी मदर टंग से दूर कर देंगे. क्या हर काम अब विल एवरीथिंग बी डन इन जर्मन. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little school room. तो वो जितनी बार भी फ्रांस अपना मुंह उठा के देखता था तो उसे क्या दिखता था कि जो एम हेमेल है, उनके टीचर हैं, वो हर चीज़ को इतने ध्यान से देख रहे हैं, एज इफ वो हर चीज़ को अपने मन में समाना चाहते हैं. फैंसी फॉर 40 years ही हैड बीन देयर इन द सेम प्लेस. 40 साल से सेम जगह पे है वो, विद हिज गार्डन आउटसाइड द विंडो एंड हिज क्लास इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम, जस्ट लाइक दैट. बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है 40 साल से सब कुछ. ओनली द डेस्क एंड बेंचेस हैड बीन worn smooth. The walnut tree in the garden were taller, and the hopvine that he had planted himself twined about the window to the roof. So what he is saying कि बस थोड़े से plants बड़े हो गए हैं जो उसने उगाए थे, थोड़ी सी डेस्क जो है वो ख़राब हो गई हैं, बाकी सब कुछ सेम है, वही गार्डन है, वही क्लासरूम है. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all, poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks, for they must leave the country next day. अब उसे कैसा लग रहा होगा कि ऊपर से उसकी सिस्टर जो पैकिंग कर रही है ऊपर वाले रूम में, वहाँ से आवाज़ें आ रही हैं, वो ट्रंक, वो जो बैग्स वगैरह है वो सब मूव कर रही है, तो उसे कैसा लग रहा होगा कि अब वो इस कंट्री में नहीं रहेगा, कल वो ये कंट्री छोड़ के चले जाएंगे. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. लेकिन उसके अंदर इतना courage था कि वो हर lesson को सुने. After the writing, he had a lesson in history, and then the babies chanted their ba bee bee bo boo. But there at the back of the room, old Hauser had put on his spectacles and holding his primer in both hands, spelled the letters with them. You could see that he too was crying, his voice trembled with emotion. And it was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. How well I remember it, that last lesson. वो ये क्या कह रहा है फ्रांस कि मुझे कितने अच्छे से याद है वो अपना लास्ट लेसन, जब ओल्ड हाउसर ने अपना पढ़ा था, मुझे सब कुछ याद है अच्छे से। वो भी रो रहे थे और हम सब भी रोना चाहते थे। All at once the church clock struck 12, then the Angelus. So एकदम से क्या हुआ, चर्च क्लॉक ने स्ट्रक करा, 12 o'clock हो गया था। At the same moment in the trumpets of the Prussian returning from drill, तो वो जो Prussian soldiers थे वो भी वापस आ रहे थे, तो ड्रिल करके उनका ट्रम्पेट बोला। Trumpet is a musical instrument, sounded under our window. M. Hamel stood up, very pale in his chair. I never saw him look so tall. He's saying that वो बिल्कुल pale हो रहे थे, means he was very sad, very much sad, और he's saying he cannot forget that situation. My friend, he said. M. Hamel ने क्या कहा? My friend, but something choked him. मतलब वो आगे बोल नहीं पा रहे. He is very emotional. He could not go on. वो आगे नहीं बोल पाए. Then he turned to the blackboard. फिर वो blackboard की तरफ मुड़ गए. Took a piece of chalk. उन्होंने एक चौक का पीस लिया. And bearing on with all his might, पूरी अपनी strength लगा के, he wrote as large as he could. जितना बड़ा वो लिख सकते थे उतना बड़ा उन्होंने लिखा. And what he wrote? Vive la France. Vive la France. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and without a word he made a gesture to us with his hand. School is dismissed, you may go. So he was so emotional that he could not utter a word, and he just made a gesture that school is dismissed and you may go. Dear students, you have to find out the meaning of Vive la France. Tomorrow is your live session, and in the live session I'll be asking you the meaning of Vive la France. I hope you all love this story. It is a very heart touching story and a very good one too. Hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you. Have a great day.